Hello. Welcome to Emmi. Now, just to make sure we're all in the right place, you're here to learn more about hypertension, also called high blood pressure. Okay, let's start with the basics. After all, once you know a little more about hypertension, you'll find there are a lot of simple things you can do that'll really help. But first, let's make sure we're on the same page. All right, your heart is a muscle about the size of your fist. As you know, it pumps blood to your body through a network of pipes called blood vessels. And blood pressure is the force the blood puts on your vessels as it pulses through them. It's measured with two numbers. Take a look. Okay, let's say your blood pressure is something like 140/90. The top number is the force of blood against the vessels when the heart pumps. And the bottom number is found when the heart is at rest between each beat. You may hear the top number called systolic and the bottom number diastolic. But what's important is, when these numbers are too high, it can lead to all kinds of health problems later on, and I'll tell you more about that in a little bit. But right now you may be wondering, why me? Why do I have this? Well, hypertension is pretty common. Most likely it runs in your family. And it's more common in African Americans. Also, things like weight, diet, and how active you are can play a role. Other medical conditions, or drinking a lot of alcohol can raise blood pressure. And smoking is a big factor. Stress, depression, sleep problems, and something called sleep apnea can also raise it. So let your doctor know if you have trouble with any of these. And let them know if you snore a lot, or if your partner says you snore a lot. Now, it's important to know you cannot feel high blood pressure. That's why it's often called the silent killer. In fact, a lot of people have hypertension for years and don't know it because they don't feel a thing. But even if you feel okay, over time, hypertension can seriously damage your body. And unfortunately, any damage cannot be undone. So it's best to do what you can now to keep it under control. Start by finding out what your blood pressure goal is. For example, your doctor will give you a goal that's something like 120/80. And if either one of these numbers is higher, your blood pressure is high. So if this was your goal, your blood pressure would be high if the top number was more than 120, or if the bottom number was more than 80. But again, find out what your blood pressure goal is. It can be different for different people. I hope you found this information useful. Thanks for watching. I wish you the best of health.